Yeah, there is. They're supposed to be talking. All I did was just share all of the super duper important information. So yeah, Kindred, Gwen in the jungle and top lane respectively. I don't know. I haven't seen Sawdude on Kindred much, or maybe if I did, I just wasn't paying attention because it might not have impressed me much. Wukong, Malphite, interchangeable technically. Could lane swap if need be. Have seen a lot of Malphite in the jungle recently though, just for funsies. But it's also been a lot in pro play. I think Trevor also tried to play it, didn't work out too well, or maybe it did. I don't know. But happy St. Patrick's Day. And let's get into game numero uno. Why do I have messages on League Chat? Oh my goodness. The ganks are fire. Oh, just the Q walking? Yeah. You gotta love the walk. Alright. Please tell me this guy has his match history and he hasn't played a lot of games since Sunday. Por favor. Hope you had a nice day. Too easy. Huh? Is this the custom game I am looking for? It is. It looks to be. Alrighty. Alrighty, so let's get into game number one between Rock to Riches and Cake. Alright, Jinx from Arcane going crazy already. Alright, just going with the standard Jinxie skin. Alright, so we've got Lynch Draco on the Malphite up in the top lane with Comet, pretty common. JWM in the jungle with the Monkey King. That's not being rude or insensitive, that's his actual name in game and how he's pulled up as stats. Bromstein playing the Vigar in the mid lane. Kite on Kate and Tarkmaster on Alistar, champion that he has 800,000 mastery points with, I believe. For Rocks to Riches, we're going to have Butt Rito on the Gwen in the top lane. Sawdude on Kindred. Moonlight on the Ahri. Her Depravity on the Jinx. And Anime LOL 47 on the Seraphine. So thanks for joining on this Tuesday afternoon. Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday, and I'm off for work for the rest of the week. This is fantastic, everybody. So top lane, going to be a little bit difficult probably for Lynch Draco at the start. I don't really know top lane matchups at all. Mid lane, that could be a good time for both champions. I prefer the Ahri just because she's fun and more mobile, whereas, you know, Vigar's like, let me CS a bit, get some passive stacks, and we'll go from there. Alistar was able to hit level 2 in the bot lane, so he should be a little bit more dangerous. Both junglers pathing to the bot side. So I'm really intrigued as to where the bot lane, or where the Kindred mark is going to spawn. Which crab it'll be on, and which lanes are going to have the pressure to push for it. What was the R5 pick? The R5 pick was Gwen. So Kindred was 4, Gwen was 5. I believe it went Vigar, followed up by Ahri, Jinx, Caitlyn, Alistar, Kindred, Malphite, Wukong, and then Gwen. This is also the Beer League Light. So most of these players are between gold and high platinum, maybe a low emerald in the mix. And the Kindred mark is actually going to spawn up above. So I'm kind of surprised that Sawdude isn't just sprinting right there. Instead, he's going to look to help out his bot lane. But Anime going to be forced to use the heal, the flash, while the ignite is going down. Alright, so Sawdude's getting his base right here. And he's going to need both his mid laner and top laner to try and stop Wukong from doing anything. Kindred was able to get a base off. Decides to go... I don't know, stayed in base a little bit longer than I would have expected. So Gwen, you kind of have to move down on here if we're going to try and get this mark, but Kindred's giving up the first mark just for free. I would not have expected that. So yeah, Sawdude, not sure if that's a misplay or not. But yeah, GAWM gonna deny the first mark. Tarkmaster taken down a little low, but thanks to the Alistar passive, should be just fine. Especially if he's resetting with his Caitlyn. Oh. Great job by Anime to stop that recall. Alright, Gwen looking to go all in. Halfway to level 6, so not there just yet, but maybe she wants to chunk down the Malphite just so he doesn't feel so comfortable once he pops to level 6. Just going all in. So Sawdude up one camp on the Wukong. He's gonna start hunting for the Wukong in the bot side. Just gonna find an angry cow. And they're gonna try to get a nice little pick here. He is gonna get charmed up by the Ahri, knocked away, knocked up, gonna use his flash. Bromstein doesn't have enough mana for a cage or anything like that. The Ahri Q through, not gonna be enough true damage, and Tarkmaster just gonna use his flash and get out of there alive. Nice thing about this is Sawdude can help Moonlight push this, get off her base as well. Both top laners have ticked over to level 6. So a Snip Snip and a Rock Chuck of oneself is available. Unstoppable Force, as we call it. It's not even called Snip Snip, that's that ability. What's her ult called? Needlework. Yeah, Snip Snip works for me. Smite going down. Kindred finally earning her first mark. Their first mark. I'm not really sure how that rolls. In the bot side, the lanes are relatively even. Caitlyn is up a decent amount of gold, but I mean it's only really a control ward at this moment. Maybe a whole wave was missed by her depravity. But you know, having Alistar like in this bot lane, I'd like for him to be in the bush a little bit more, just to make the side of R2R have to respect that and play back a little bit. Not that they haven't been playing away from the wave, but could help out just a wee tiny bit. This is a big series, Lentraco. Both teams are undefeated headed into it on Sunday night. Good rooting up. 7 onto a Yordle trap. Anime is going to take a whole lot of damage. Ace in the hole, not going to be enough. Heal going to be just in time by Anime, but I also don't think that ult was going to kill. Super Mega Death Rocket going to be shot out. Caitlyn's still going to be just fine. That's fine, Nathan. Enjoy time with your family. That's what any beer leaguer would want you to do on this St. Patrick's Day. You need to work in and come through by Gwen. Ignite also going to be popped as well. Lynch Draco might have to pop his ultimate. He's going to use the Unstoppable Force to escape. Make it out alive. Wukong JWM just joining in just for funsies. And Kindred's kind of just lying in wait, hoping to see his enemy jungler make a move on this dragon. Alright, I'm gonna look on over to this dragon. It is started up. Both junglers are in the pit. We do have both lanes moving around. Alistar gonna use the Unbreakable, try and reduce a lot of damage that's coming in. Flash coming out from both jungle and support on Rock to Riches. Ahri's gonna get one kill there, as is the Wukong. Ult coming through by Sawdude. Bromstein's just waiting to drop some Dark Matter onto him. Ahri's going to get the kill onto the Wukong. Caitlyn's going to be forced to flash away. Super Mega Death Rocket. Not going to do anything there. Charm and Q. Flash. Ultimate coming from Veigar. Not enough damage. He is going to force Sawdude to use his smite on the blue buff, but Moonlight just going to make it out with 2 kills in hand as well. It's going to be super big to help her laning phase. So, I mean, 2-1, not a bad fight, especially since one of your carries is getting those kills, and Wukong having a 1 kill isn't too bad. JWM also moving up to take that top crab away from Sawdude. Should be able to get it, and Sawdude is sitting at 2 marks. So, not too far away from the first buff, I believe. Alright, Sawdude using a nice little trick here, where you can actually get some damage down. But the last smite's going to come through from JWM. We are having some movement coming in from the Ahri. Needlework coming out by the Gwen. Going to whiff. Actually just hit the clone. Lynch Draco does have his Unstoppable Force. He's going to use it after Butt-Rito flashes. So a flash for an ult, not the worst trade if you are Lynch Draco. Gold lead only 400, not that big of a deal. Alright. Darkmaster going in. Encore coming in from Anime. Alistar going to pop the Unbreakable just to get out of all that CC. Gwen going to go for an auto in turret range. Not the best idea. She could have gotten probably that plate off there. How about her next recall a little bit more? Yeah, she's working toward that Dusk and Dawn. I feel like Darkmaster just using his dashes in as he pleases. Flash going to be popped out by a Lynch Draco. Sawdude's going in, trying to get some damage down onto Braum. It's not going to be enough. Ignite can be thrown down onto Anime. Jinx going to step onto a little trap. Avoid that next one. Doesn't have any mana though, so she's going to wisely stop. Darkmaster trying to clear out any vision. Sawdude's going to walk over ward. He doesn't know that JWM is in the area though, and he's going to get right into the turret. He has to pop the ultimate, get a little bit of heal under him. It's not going to be enough as the turret's still ramping up, and Caitlyn just gets a nice free auto. So that should be Dragon going the way of Cake. How delicious and scrumptious. And Bromstein really hoping to just get some damage down onto this Ahri any way that he can. Darkmaster sticking around for a few more seconds, making sure that his team not only gets the dragon, but also the Scuttle Crab that is marked. Are they not going for the Scuttle Crab? Tarkmaster doing whatever he can just to pop it away from Sawdude. Sawdude's not even going to check. He's too terrified about his last fight. He's probably going to assume that JWM already took it. Alright, how's everybody's Tuesday going? Dakota's the first one in the chat, doesn't say anything since. Too Easy hasn't said anything since draft ended almost. The Light League not getting too much love, but again, I'm also not putting that much effort into it, so I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I'm just waiting for something exciting to happen. Like this is a 2-2 game. Somehow there's a 1.5K gold lead. Tarkmaster going in, trying to get the knock up. Flash Encore gonna come through, hit actually both members of Cake. Tarkmaster getting a decent amount of damage thrown onto him, but I think he also popped the ultimate. It is very riveting gameplay, I must admit. But also, if there's no one in chat going back and forth, I understand as well. Net gonna go a little bit wide. Sawdude still sitting at those 2 marks. Not sure if he marked any other champion. Gwen, just a few 100 gold away from her Dusk and Dawn. Alright, who have you marked? Does it say? Wukong still. Alright, Rift Herald's up and available. It looks like Moonlight might be stuck. Oh, blue metal. Thank you. We needed you. We needed somebody. Someone to carry this stream. Anime. Do whatever you can to ward off the angry cow. Studying what someone with your ratings looks like. Who is the one with your rating? No, it's okay. We're just glad that you're here. Alright. Ooh, good smite coming in by JWM. Gonna outsmite the jungle main. That is Sawdude, who carried his whole stout squad last season. He's going for the kill, but the Unstoppable gonna take him down pretty darn low. Great charm coming in by Moonlight to kill Bromstein. Lynch Draco. Okay. Yeah, I think Lynch Draco should probably be a 2. I don't know why he's a 1.5. He definitely enjoys more fighter champions compared to the Malphite here. So there is that. Lynch Draco, good guy. Has a questionable mental state, but he's a good guy. Let's talk about Harvard Methodist University. Why would he say hit me up? Oh no! Cancel. What? Something just popped up on my page. I'm glad it didn't disrupt what was going on in the stream. Yeah, question. I mean, Tarkmaster, you've played how many games with Lynch Draco? I think you understand his mental and what I am talking about. I've played a season with him. I asked him to be my sub this past week. He did a great job. But sometimes, you know, he lets some things slip. Also, aren't you glad that you got your cow? Great Encore gonna come through. Tarkmaster timed it perfectly with his ultimate. Bromstein gonna try and baby cage the little fox girl, but Moonlight's just gonna dance right around it. And Bromstein's gonna run to his friend in JWM, the only man that can save him. Let's just zoom out because we're taking way too long. JWM gonna pop the ultimate. Sawdude doesn't have one available to keep his teammate alive and double kill. Going over to JWM. as a beer league commissioner, I don't think that you should lie. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh. Oh, that's okay with metal. No, is it? No, it's, I always just assume it's Dakota. So you can say whatever, and I'll just be like, why is Dakota saying that stuff? You know, you can blame other people. That's okay. Burrito gonna pop the needlework. He is. I did not expect a Gwen to be down 50 CS 18 minutes going into a Maokai. I do like the Malphite. I do like the item build choice with the Frozen Heart to try and slow down all of the auto attacking from. I mean, honestly, Burrito, Sawdude, and Herd of Gravity. Like, really great item choice. Oh, flash coming through by the Caitlyn. Sawdude might be able to get two here. Caitlyn's gonna dash under to get some healing. She's gonna fall as well. Double kill going over to Sawdude on the Kindred. Jinx gonna keep her safe as best she can, but the little prince of dark matter and everything like that is running toward them. Charm gonna hit. Jinx gonna throw down some traps. Ultimate, the outplay button coming in from Bromson, and he's still gonna manage to get out. The flash coming through though is gonna clean him up. Somehow Ari got that kill. I'm not 100% sure how. Great play by Sawdude there. Yes, this is Watch Party. I don't know where R2R is. They're not representing their own team. To be fair, some people might be working at this hour. I don't know whom, though. It's almost 5 on the East Coast in America, so, you know, we can all be done with work by now. Alright, here we go. Let's see what Gwen can do in the 1v1. Oh no, she really regrets her decision. Needlework is going to be thrown down. Just to not hit too much. Kind of clear out a wave. But Rito, you're up way too far right now, and you don't even know it because we've got not only a giant rock, but we've got the Sheriff from Piltover in the area. Sawdude doesn't have his ultimate to keep you alive this time. Sawdude's going to dash right into a Yordle trap. Double kill. Going over to one of the newest members of the Light League. Tarkmaster's one and only friend. Kite. So, I don't know. Cake, they're winning this game. I feel like it's slowly going on. What really stinks is Jinx is 0-0-5. Like, has 2 items, but has just missed out on kills just barely. Especially using a flash to try and secure that Vigar kill the last time. Kindred is at 3 marks. I forget the what she needs exactly for her passive. After 4. Yeah, and then every 3 after that. So, still need 1 more to become, you know, a little bit happier. Nothing happened in the top lane. A turret was taken because Lynch Draco was crying for some ganks, so he even got his bot lane to move up there. But yeah, the 60 CS lead in top is kind of wild. I won't lie. The 60 CS in the jungle, also very wild. Like, not sure what's going on there. Sawdude's picking one of his, I think, favorite champions. Why else are we picking this? Ari Charm gonna go wide on to Tarkmaster. Bromstein just slowly farming. He's got 221 Dark Matter. A lot of AP for free. Oop. All right, Sawdude trying to make a play onto Bromstein. He always forgets that wherever Bromstein is, JWM is sure to follow. Super Mega Death Rocket gonna take out Bromstein. Sawdude's gonna live by the skin of his teeth. Unfortunately, Moonlight not able to save him, and the Avengers are coming in from Cake. JWM, he's gonna fall though as well. 2 kills going over this Jinx. She's gonna become larger and larger. Good encore coming in from the Seraphine, but it's not gonna be enough as double traps go down on that Jinx, and she can't escape. Kite's sitting at 5-1-0. Nathan, you're gonna have to jump away. This Gwen, even though under-leveled, underpowered, still pretty darn scary for a Rock. Even though Rock does beat Scissors, if we're playing Rock, Paper, Scissors. So I mean, maybe that's why he's got the big CS lead. I didn't think about that. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't thinking about the metagaming right there of if this, then that. But we are going to get a nice little baby cage onto 2 members. Anime didn't even stand a chance. You know what? Neither did Sawdude. We're going to say see you later. And honestly, Gwen should just stay top and keep pushing there. Not really sure why Lynch Draco teleported. Maybe it's just for moral support to let his team know, hey guys, I'm here. Oh, Tarkmaster with a gnarly gank angle coming in, but instead Ari's just gonna do a lot of damage to him. Also, what is this AP cow that I'm seeing? What's the Fiendish Codex for? I'm confused, but I'm also very intrigued. But Rito doing his best to try and catch back up in the top lane. Ah, I did not know that. I mean, I assumed that it might. I'm trying to think. I don't really build Redemption all too often. Ari's gonna have to use her ultimate just to escape. Anime is gonna jump in just, you know, for funsies. If Tarkmaster ever recalls, we will see what the item is. Or he can tell us right now since he's in the chat. Yay. And Bromstein just gonna get another kill on his Sawdude. 261. I just want to see what his AP is gonna be whenever he finally resets. It's currently at 638. Death cap should be coming in right about now. And 823 AP. Not too shabby. Moonlight did really well in the mid lane. Very impressed. Sawdude's probably trolling because he didn't want his brother to feel bad. That he's like 10 minutes older or something like that. I don't know. But for all things lore of the Beer League, just check out the Beer League website on beer-league.games. Some information might be there, some information might not be. If you have any problems with it, take it up with Vermilion. One thing to note, Sawdude did get his 4 marks. So he'll be getting plus 75 range on his attacks for free. Jinx at 3 full items, has her armor pen as well. Working on the Infinity Edge is my guess. Redemption did come down for Tarkmaster. So Blue Metal, good job. And Butt Rito, I don't know what to say other than you shouldn't have been standing there. Gonna use the flash to try and get away, and a dash as well. Now Lynch Draco. Gonna be between a rock and another rock, or a rock is a hard place, as we'd like to say. He's gonna use the Unstoppable Force to get out of there. Meanwhile, other members of Cake are coming in. Super Mega Death Rocket gonna go wide. JWM spots some people that he'd like to kill, though. And Bromstein with the super duper mega outplay button. That is his ultimate. Ace in the hole, not going to be enough. But Dark Matter dropping down from Vygar. is going to be a lot. Jinx is going to get a little bit excited here. Not sure if she's excited enough to hold off the push coming in from Cake. Tarkmaster doing a great job of just zoning the RE off. Lynch Draco, that's kind of gross considering you're near your family. But you know, you do you. Moonlight getting taken pretty low by this Caitlyn. 3.5 items for her. Alright. Gotta be only 879. Where do you... Oh, double flash committed by the bot lane of Cake. Moonlight gonna flash in there as well. Alistar is gonna get blown up. Jinx is excited. She has a redemption, or a rapid, what did we call it? Hurricane. But Bromstein, he has something called an ultimate. And he's gonna say goodbye to ADC. Goodbye to Botrito. Goodbye to R2R. You guys are not gonna win this game. Because look at these autos coming in from this Veigar. AP damage on there. My goodness gracious. So there we go. Team Cake. This one, you know, easy as cake, easy as pie. Game number 1 going their way. And let's see what happens with game number 2 in just a moment. So here we go, game number 2. Download that, go to the draft, and here we go. Luckily, these two teams decided to stay on the same side, so that makes my job a lot easier. Ba-da-ba-bum. Game number 2. Quite the interesting team coming in from Cake. Just looking at the draft. What the flip? I wasn't expecting a Yuumi here with a Soraka. I don't know if that's a misclick in the drafter tool or not. See, but the thing is, I don't think it's Yuumi Raka bot lane. I think it's Soraka mid, Yuumi Garen bot lane. Yeah. And then Warwick in the jungle, Renekton up top. Like, this is going to be something. Senna Nautilus bot lane would be my guess. Although Senna, like, Nautilus Kai'Sa is really good as well. So, weird flex picks coming in. Kiana could be jungle, could be mid. Set could be jungle, could be top. I know both Lynch Draco and JWM really enjoy Set. So I'm also kind of surprised that it went through. I'm not 100% sure what, you know, what TBD is cooking, or Team Cake, my bad, but R2R, they're also cooking just as much. So let's get out of the kitchen and onto the Rift to see what these two teams have in store for us. I don't know if we can even offer therapy. Like, this is a lot of therapy. I'm a school counselor, and like technically, I could you know, do some therapy. I'm not licensed as a counselor, but that's costs a lot of money, and that means I don't get summers off. So it will be set up top. Kiana in the jungle, Bromstein on the Senna mid lane, and then Kai'Sa Nautilus bot lane. For Rocks to Riches, we've got Botrito up top on the Renekton, makes sense. Warwick in the jungle, makes sense. Yuumi support, makes sense. Garen, Yuumi bot lane, circa, what year was this? Like 2020? Maybe? I remember it got played by like Fnatic way back when. They definitely don't have much range though. Meanwhile, they're going to get the first bit of damage down this game. And then the mid lane, we have the battle of technically 2 supports, I'd say. And this Yuumi just annihilating the bot lane of Cake. And Lynch Draco gonna find Botrito. Both people proc and conquer. Both of them? Oh, both of them do not have Ignite. But Rito's forced to use his flash to get away. But Rito, just reset. Just reset, But Rito. No, But Rito, you don't have flash. Set does. You just have to reset there. Yeah, we can do a chat versus caster counseling session if need be. What do you want to talk about? How's your day going? You know, why did we decide to fight right there, But Rito? Although now you do have a Warwick in your back pockets, so if you don't die here, it's not the worst ending for you. 2 camp into top lane. You see that all the time from your jungler, obviously. And reset's going to be coming through from Warwick. His camp spawn timers are going to be way off, so look for him to be invading JWM throughout the game, or at least that's what he should do. Hook just going wide by Darkmaster. Herd Priority, instead of, you know, running away, just going to emote. Get auto down. Oh no, and then But Rito wasn't able to fully crash that wave either. JWM going to steal away the Gromp. Doesn't have smite, so is not really looking to contest that blue buff. Warwick has a Dark Seal. You love to see it, maybe. Bot lane gank onto the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's going to be forced to use her flash. Was already exhausted by the Yuumi. Fear going to go down, so Darkmaster really can't do anything to help here. And that is one dead Void child. I'm not sure. I feel like he might have. Herd Depravity going to be ignited, taken pretty low, but Garen's also a stupid champ. I feel like he had to have seen it, but maybe not. Like, I think if you're standing too close in the blue pit, that you won't be seeing Gromp. Sawdude's just, you know, he's trying to get back on the path of righteousness. He's got 2 stacks in his Dark Seal, but Rito hasn't touched anything since the help from his jungler. Now he's kind of just screwed off the wave. So he's saying, Sawdude, please, after you get your top camps, come up top and save my day. In the mid lane, Bromstein is up 15 CS. He is going to have a pretty upset Wolf in his face right now, though. Not sure if he's going to use his flash or not. Instead, he is just going to use the W. Be far enough away from a Q chase. And JWM going to be going up top lane. Renekton doesn't have flash just yet, so there's probably going to be a kill up there. Good damage down onto the bot lane. And you know what, Sawdude? He's just saving more time. Bromstein. Oh, good flash into the Fear. Amazing play by Sawdude. And that's what he says to your camps, please, Mr. Blue Metal. Now, what we see here, really great play, is we're pretty sure that JWM is on the top half of the map. And Sawdude, while he would theoretically be waiting for his other camps to spawn, he's instead just going to take them from JWM. A lot of flashes being blown by these junglers to try and get some kills. They're doing their best. But yeah, But Rito is not going to have a good time this game getting CS or anything like that. But Rito, you gotta just play safe. This is coming towards you eventually. Just back off. There's no point in being up this far. You are getting a little bit of XP. But with Set hitting 6 right now, you're just giving JWM some free gold. Luckily though, Soraka did hit level 6. So Renekton should be able to get some help if he ever needs it. We'll see if there's enough time for that though. Ultimate not going to come through. Ignite will go down and will be able to secure the kill for Lynch Draco. Hey, Kiana, level 5 already. Taking the lane XP just like the good old days whenever you go duo top and someone beat Teemo and Teemo just stands in the wave invisibly. the whole game because you don't know where he is. Alright, Bromstein looking to get a lot of damage down. I like Cake's idea here of not pushing the wave every time. I wonder what made Rock to Riches like go this comp. Is it, hey, we're gonna purely rely on late game? So it's like, if we have more heals and shields than they do, then we cannot lose? Is that it? Bromstein gonna open up the ultimate, but Soraka gonna keep her alive. No crit bananas as of Gus the Goat's prediction. Set level 7 to but Rito still just being level 5. Not even close. JWM looking for a gank in mid. Saw dude sniffing her out. Gonna ensure that his mid's safe recall. Oh yeah, those guys are great. But I still never know what they're doing. Alright, here we go. Sawdude's found. The donkey in his swamp. He's gonna use the Warwick ultimate. JWM gonna use the supreme display of talent, but it's not gonna lock up anybody. Sawdude, yes, he might be down by 17 CS, but he's got 4 kills under his belt. He might be able to pull this one off. Might be is the key word, though. Key 2 words. Flash coming in by Lintraco and the ultimate. The Undominus isn't really going to matter that much. Oh, great outplay coming in from Butt Rito. Turret shot's not enough to take down the set, though. I think if Renekton went with Ignite instead of Teleport, this game could be a little bit different. But, you know, I don't think Butt Rito mainly plays top lane. I think this was a role switch for him. And Warwick making the run down bot. Exhaust already going to throw down onto the Kai'Sa. She's going to use her ultimate to get out of there. Unfortunately, Demacia and Justice going to strike down Tarkmaster. He's going to sit at 0-1 with his jungler mid and ADC. So even with this wacky comp, even with Lintraco getting first blood before like a minute, Cake is just getting beaten up over and over and over again. Her depravity, you don't have to stand that close like under turret in order to tank it. You can be out a little bit farther. Just to make sure that you do have a chance to get out. Garen combo, pretty OP. He doesn't even have Ignite, which is the wild part. Grubs are going to go over to JWM and Cake. That's fair, that's fair. Alright, Garen coming back close to Stridebreaker, if that's the item. I don't know, I don't play top lane. I didn't even think about Garen being able to get 6 full items now, since boots get moved to the other slot. So that could be pretty nice for him. Yeah, right? 6 items, Garen. Just throw a PD on him. Whew. gonna run like the wind. JWM looking for an amazing steal. Almost got it blindly. That's the wild thing. He didn't even have vision on there. And Garen doing what he does best, running and yelling like a madman. Warwick gonna pop the ultimate. Flash gonna be used by Tarkmaster. Just get the heck out of there. And Garen's gonna run back in, flash, and here comes the ultimate. No, he's not in range. Oh, how sad for the Garen. Yes, I know that, but more damage on top. I don't know. I don't know. Too easy. Alright, JWM trying to find something dirty, but instead, supreme display of talent, along with Unite, going to go through ultimate, going to help keep Sawdude alive. Garen has the ultimate available, but all of these flashes and dashes coming in from the bot side of Cake is going to help to keep them alive. I mean, Blue Metal, somehow they've managed to dodge it several times in this past minute. Sawdude looking for a nice little steal away of that buff. He does realize he might have made a little bit of a mistake. Lynch Draco in the top half, up by 60 CS already. Aggressiveness will do a world of pain to other teams. W already coming in. I'm not sure what Sawdude's doing. He kind of geared up like he was ready to run in, then you just stopped. I mean, Garen doesn't have flash up available, so the combo really is impossible to pull off at this exact moment. Dude, honestly, I don't even know how to play Garen. Like, Garen and Alistar, two champs. I know what they do. I just don't know how they do it. So I've just never really played them. But here we go. Garen coming in. He does have a wolf helping out. Kaisa does not have flash available. She does have barrier, but you know what? The Garen outplay button. It's just too strong. They did all of that without their support too. Yeah, isn't it wild he doesn't actually say Demacia? I believe that's what Garen says, but what's this even called? Demacian Justice. Alright, cool. Cool. Sawdude gonna meet his brother. We have a brother battle in the top side, and we're not even watching it, Riot Games? Like, what are we doing? Also, I know that this is really making Blue Metal upset, but I figured we had to watch the brother battle. Yeah, I mean, you only got hit by, like, 3 or 4 justices. Only like 3 of them right now. So it's not too bad. And you also avoid the one because I think you flashed away. So good job. Manual plus directed. Like, as long as we have the director's cut or the manual cut, I don't know. Right. All manual's tough, and I think there is a way to make it better. I think, like, using the mouse buttons to, or no, the keyboard to control the vision better than a shaky mouse. But, you know, we've got Sawdude sticking around this bot side. He does have 10 stacks on his Dark Seal. I wonder if he'll ever upgrade it, or if he's going to do it like Samurai Jack at the final minute. Last game. Dragon is spawning in 27 seconds, so we'll see if the bot side of Rocks to Riches can kind of push out Cake. Doesn't look like it, though. We are going to have a nice little gank coming in, though. Sawdude going to fear up Bromstein and jump on the face It's just like an arcane. Even though Senna wasn't in arcane. Yeah, Soraka mid. Yep. Zarsway, this is beer league. This is what the beer league is. This is what it's meant to be. Not entirely, because we still want to see, you know, like some skill play coming in. Sawdude doesn't know if he should join the fight or stick on the dragon. It doesn't even matter because JWM's just going to steal it away under his nose. Demacia has already gone down. I guess it killed JWM, so Kite was lucky for that one. But the flash coming in. Garen, our Demacian hero, might fall down. Does he have enough heals to keep him alive? He only has 2 people that can heal him at once. That's not enough, or will it be? Oh, there's the extra big heal coming in. Oh, flash coming in by Sawdude, staying on Bromstein like it's someone that enjoys rice. Great dive by Rock to Riches right there. My goodness, no one died on their half of the map. Even but Rito was able to survive while being down 2 whole levels. I don't understand. Oh, well. Kaisa finally bought some anti-heal. I don't understand why, though. Like, it doesn't do anything. If you all just focus on one champ anyway, then they just die. That's what I learned. This is one of the largest Garens that we have seen in the game today. And how many items are we at? Please tell me he completes his PD right here. Oh, nope, that's a Black Cleaver. Trying to cut through the Nautilus. So Dusk and Dawn. So that helps her get her passive, like with just a Q or something, I believe. Yeah. So I'm glad we're getting Senna, Dusk and Dawn mid lane. We get Kog'Maw, Dusk and Dawn mid lane. So it's just really funny how ADC isn't like the best role for ADCs. So now they're trying to take over the mid lane with Dusk and Dawn. Nautilus going to meet some Demacia Injustice just like his duo in the Kaisa has for most of the game already. And, oh, JWM going to take out a lonely Soraka. Kind of a jerk move right there. But, you know, someone has to do it. JWM doesn't even get the kill. He donates it over to his ADC because he's a good guy. Sometimes. Bromstein. And throw the W onto Garen. Oh, boy, I'm going to mix up these 2 names. Lots of times. One after another. Surprised Lynch Draco didn't use Renekton as a getaway car. Oh, there is the getaway car. The Dominus is popped by Renekton, but Rito doing whatever he can to survive. Anime using the ultimate. And Lynch Draco, he is getting taken down per Halo, but Rito with a flash and power W to get the stun on to set, and he is going to fall. Team 2 out to a massive lead, 15-3. And this game is coming up Millhouse. It's looking pretty good. Everyone's just going to go and run down JWM right now. Instead of getting any entire plates, we're just going... Oh, never mind. They did donate them over to Butrito. Very nice of that team. I am a little bit intrigued as to how a Baron take is going to go for Rock to Riches. Like, I don't think it would be that... Okay, never mind. I was wondering... Bye, Lintrico. Have a great day. I was wondering where Garen's double daggers went, and then I realized just upgraded boots. The Berserkers. Move the slot over. Or not upgraded boots, but boots move. Garen's sitting at 5-0-7. Warwick at 8-0-7. I don't know what Rock to Riches did discuss between game 1 and game 2, but it's clearly something that worked for them. And Garen's gonna find a party of 3 on his face. Tarkmaster decided to take the long way there. Garen wasn't sure if he wanted to run in or not. JWM gonna be joining the fray along with the rest of R2R, and Garen just isn't taking damage. It's a lovely thing to see. If you're a fan of R2R, Garen's finally going to take damage. Will he ever fall, though? That is the real question. They have a lot of healing right there. I wish I could have seen it. Anime going to get caught out by the set E. The ultimate going to do a lot of damage. Supreme Display of Talent going to knock up 1. Set might have a massive haymaker. He's going to get a double kill right there. That's the W that Benson was looking for. Lynch Draco not even in the chat anymore, not going to see any of the props that he deserves. And Cake really turning the tides with that play. They were absolutely getting crushed 15-3 in the kills, but you know what? All it takes is one good team fight to change everything, to rewrite history. And somehow they have a 3K gold lead. It's a tough one. You know, do you root for the team that, you know, plays a little bit loose and goofy and everything like that? Or do you root for a team like Rock to Riches? You know, you never know. Alright, Garen gonna secure that cannon. I mean, no one likes Dusk and Dawn Senna, and that's exactly why Garen flash ultis on the Kai'Sa's face. It's not enough to kill her. She's not going to pay for the Senna sins. Good vision down to keep Lynch Draco safe. Burrito's slowly CSing up on the top side, only down by 90 CS. And Lynch Draco hopefully gonna do something right here. He's gonna ultimate nobody. Not sure what happened there. His W is gonna be enough damage though to kill off the Warwick. Herd Depravity should be able to kill Lynch Draco. And Burrito gonna be caught out on the other side of the map. This could be a Baron call for Cake. They have a lot of damage, I feel like. But instead they're just gonna leave it up and wait a little bit longer. I feel like I have to look at the chat. There's been too much said that I haven't seen. Center was fake. Nice center guard. There you go. Alright, just some brother chit chat. You guys are in the same room. Just take off the headset. Alright. Teams reset both sides. Mental is back in check. Lynch Draco still with the 2-level lead over his lane opponent. 5,000 gold lead as well. So everything that we see gold gap wise, it's all because of Lynch Draco. Just not letting Burrito really play the game at all. Oh, the outplay onto the Kai'Sa, not going to hit perfectly. Good shield coming in from the Senna. Kai'Sa is going to go down. This makes me think that Rocks to Riches is going to attempt some kind of Baron play. But again, why would they do such a thing? You know, you only killed 2 members of the other team. But you know, let's try and make that 3. The one thing that I really love is both top laners just split pushing just for funsies. I mean, Burrito has to do it just to get back into the game, XP-wise. Can use teleport to get up top. Wouldn't be surprised if Set... Oh, Set's actually going to teleport away. Thinks that he's going to be chased down. by the members R2R. Now that Kaisa and Nautilus have came back on the map, it's going to be very difficult for R2R to go for this Baron play right here. Gus the Goat, I didn't realize this was the match of the week. Why would there be player picks on just a normal cast? That doesn't make any sense. Fool of a took. Although I did mean to make an overlay just for St. Patrick's Day. I just didn't get around to it because work was busy. Every match is the match of the week in your heart, even though you've yet to play in the Beer League series this season. Very disappointing. Alright, this could be one of the final team fights. We do have Soul Point for both teams if they can get this Infernal Drake. So the thing about Cake is they're collapsing from two different sides of the map. If R2R wants to pick somebody off, they can do so, but Supreme Display of Talent going to knock up 3 and get the CC onto them. Herd Previty going deep onto JWM. Demosty and Justice going to strike him down as well, but Rito doing whatever he can to survive, but it's not going to be enough as 4 members just take him down. Lynch Draco trying to take down his younger brother. Going to use the W to do so, and this looks like a nice swipe of the map. And instead of going for the dragon, all right, looks like they're going to go for the dragon. Give the support some extra gold. Why are we giving the support extra gold? I mean, is he close to completing his next item, I guess, so he really wants that redemption? So, I mean, I like that move. It's interesting. It's nifty. Kaisa a little bit afraid of this Soraka stealing the dragon. The set is big, but like Garen, Warwick just as big-ish. Garen's now working on the Femme Dancer, I believe. But I don't know, these late game team fights have all been going the way of Cake. So not sure it's the draft might be too much of a difference here. But I mean, I think the innovation that we're seeing from R2R, it can carry over to future series with them. I really don't hate it. I think it's pretty fun. It's a good time. Pocket watching caster? Yeah. I'm concerned about what you have in your pockets is, okay? Just like Smeagol and Gollum. You know, usually the support doesn't take all of the gold, especially whenever your ADC only has 3.5 completed items. Sawdude is going to run into a younger brother. I don't actually know the age difference. I'm just going to assume that Nathan's younger. Set W going to go down. Absolutely just bonk his brother off the map, off the rift. And even though I thought these fights were going to go more of the way of Cake, I mean, I guess that fight only went the way of R2R because there was no one else really in the area. But Rito doing whatever he can to get onto the jungle. Previty going to take down JWM. Tarkmaster going to go down as well. There's no jungles left on the map. We're going to see if there's enough pressure to take down Bromstein. He's got the IE. So I don't know. I don't know. Wait, guys, we're just completely passing up this turret. Okay. It's not a bad play. I like it. Kaisa's up and available, has the killer instinct. available if she lands a Void Seeker onto the Sona. Not going to be far enough in that direction. We are going to have our first Baron take of the game. 31 minutes in. So here we go. JWM spawning up in 3 seconds. Every member, all 3 remaining members coming in. Set is taking his time. JWM is taking the long route. Kaisa does have the killer instinct in case she wants to use it. Smite gonna go down. Sawdude securing the Baron for his team. I wouldn't be surprised if Kaisa's just trying to throw out W's here, just to keep R2R from recalling. Bromstein sending out 143 Senna stacks. I don't think that's a bad number at all. Where can I see what that gives? Attack, 107 attack damage. Decent amount of range. Why the heck not? Yumi's taking the blue buff. Okay. I guess whenever you have a jungler and then 2 non-mana users, why not give it to your Yumi so that she can spam E and Q? I can't tell if the music that I'm hearing is from the client or just from the Rift itself. Set, he's got his eyes on a Soraka. He's going to be turned around. He's afraid of that silence, doesn't want to get rooted up in it. He does have a pretty nice level lead though. Dragon Soul, Infernal Soul going to spawn in just 5 seconds. If Cake gets this, it might be GG easy. Kaisa flashing early. No flash enemy ADC. If I am R2R, I am pinging that all day. Just a nice little blast cone. If Garen were to be able to hit it, instead he's going to walk around. He's going to be spotted on vision, so this is Cake's time to shine, time to take the fight to the other team. Kaisa's just going to be fishing with her W's. No one is spotting out that control ward. They all know where Garen and Yumi are coming from. And the blast cone going in. Dominus going to be popped by the Renekton. Try and take down this Kaisa. Kaisa used the killer instinct to get out of the way. Big set haymaker coming in. Massive W3 are going to fall for... Never mind, it's only 2 for 2. A lot of the damage is down for R2R though. Meanwhile, for Team Cake, you've got all of the damage up and alive. It's going to be a difference between smiting here. Not really sure if I appreciate this flip that's going to be coming in. Lots of burgers. Sawdude trying to take down the enemy jungler. It's going to go down to 6 HP, and JWM is going to claim it. Sawdude's going to go down. Anime, unfortunately, gets left behind as well. Infernal Soul going the way of Cake. Oh no. So even though they were able to get Baron, they really didn't do too much with it. 2.5 minutes until the next Baron, 6.5 minutes until the Elder Dragon pops. I don't know if the game is going to go that long. All of the team fights are going the way of Cake. Yeah, Smite on Alaskan Ping. Not what you really look for. I believe that JWM had his smite 10 seconds early. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna... Right now looks about good. Alright, also sets W called Haymaker. Perfect. I like that. saying Haymaker more than set W. Makes a lot more sense. Alright, both junglers fighting over a crab. You don't really see this late into the game. JWM gonna get the smite off again. Ooh, a big paunch. I could call it that. Alright, Renekton, where are we sitting at CS-wise? 207. Not the best. You're still ahead of Bromstein, which is nice, but like even with your bonus XP, I guess you're only one level behind Lintraco. So not too bad. He's been, I don't know what he's been doing for this whole game. He has a massive 7k gold lead. So it's pretty much set versus Garen right now. I also don't know where all of JWM's gold is coming from. Probably from the enemy jungle. And Baron is up in 25 seconds. Red buff's up and available. I think Soraka might accidentally have to take this, which is unfortunate. Garen was too busy grabbing that mid lane. You know, the wave clear, not too bad for Garen. He is complete item-wise. He's at full 6 item plus boots on the side. Kai'Sa's at 4 items. And I looked away. I looked at chat. Kai'Sa taken down very low. Does have a Zhonya's Hourglass to use if she needs to use it. Sawdude's going in a little bit too deep. Going to be taken down way too low. Oh my goodness, that damage onto Senna is unfair. Garen's going to get popped though by the Kai'Sa. Dominus going to be used by Butrito, but he's going to get hit by a Haymaker, and this should be a Baron if Cake wants it. A little bit of a range gap there, a little bit of a damage gap, probably a lot of a wallet gap as well. And yeah, I don't know. This, lots of picks, lots of fights, able to go through. I guess the heal cut is really doing its job though. I think 6k healing reduced already by Tarkmaster. 4.3 by Kite. And where's JWM? I guess I have to look at the items anyway. Not reduce any shielding. 13,000 reduced shielding by Garen. Oh, Renekton reduced 4,700 shielding. My goodness, people really enjoy reducing shields and heals this game. I'm starting to think if Kite is a little bit disappointed that he went with the Executioner's Calling and not the Oblivion Orb, if he's going to be going this AP route. But you know, he probably knows exactly what he's doing. Alright, Soraka left to defend this top lane turret by herself. I don't think it's a good idea. I think Lintraco could just walk at her if he wanted to. Good hook coming in by Tarkmaster, going to be a great bait by him. Lintraco going to find his brother, not going to be able to tag him down, but the Kai'Sa Qs will be able to do that job and finish him off. This should be game. No Renekton, no Warwick, no problem. Just like we said, there goes Moonlight. Alright, Herd of Brevity doing a good job, trying to do their best to cut the wave. Demacian Justice doesn't even need to be used right now. JWM going to get shut down by a cat, and that cat is going to get killed along with the Garen. This should be GG. Easy. 4k gold lead just based off this Baron alone. It's a pretty nice power play. If you're a fan of Cake, if you're a fan of R2R, you're wondering where did it all go wrong. Probably without having much range or like an ADC of some sort. But you know, you guys tried, you were innovative. Had a pretty disruptive early game with every lane outside of top. You know, Lynch Draco just got way too big. Really great scaling coming in from the Kaisa. And that is going to be game 28 to 28 in kills, but a 12k gold lead, not even including the Drake's Soul and all those bonuses from that for Cake. And they're going to end up being 2-0 heading into week number 3. R2R falling down to 1-1. And that's all that I've got. If anyone wants to cast this game, or not this game, but Cake played against PMM last night. If you'd like to cast it, that'd be great. It's always nice to have casters. It's just so it doesn't get lost in the abyss. Feel free, let me know, contact me, do whatever you need to do, and we'll get it done. But have a great St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Drink responsibly or as responsibly as your liver allows. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.